Welcome back. Listen, it's Easter Sunday and we're going all out for the day that's in it. Look at
what better way to celebrate than with cute, fluffy animals.
Yes, joining us now with some newborn Easter chicks is Grania McGreal Hall from Wallaby Woods. Good morning, Grania.
Good morning, how are you?
Finally got some hot chicks in the show.
You said that earlier, I'm still not over it. We'll have words later.
Who have we got here? Have we got names here or no?
We don't have names on them
Tell
yet.
us about them.
No, these are 5 days old.
5 days old?
Yes, that's all, 5 days old. They are a Ross chicken, that's the breed.
Okay.
And they're typically, you know, your commercial chicken. We keep them as pets. And
What's the lifespan, Grania?
10 to 15 years.
wow.
So good.
Yeah.
And the point is that when the kids go down and visit your place, that they can name the chicks themselves.
They can name
so
the
can
chicks
we name
themselves.
these 3 today?
You can name
I
those
want to
3.
call one of them Bernard.
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 Which one?
This one. That's
Why?
Bernard.
This one here.
I don't know.
I
Bernard
thought we were going to go with Laura, Simon, Tommy.
I think that would be very good.
Narcissist in us.
Well, you can try it, but I think Bernard would be very upset. Ask him.
Simon mentioned about the tweeting there. How do they communicate with each other? Because they are communicating.
Text mainly or WhatsApp.
Text
More
and
into
WhatsApp.
Instagram than tweeting. Yeah.
You too.
They have 24 different vocalizations,
Do they?
so that's how they
More
communicate.
than I have.
Really? It is.
Yeah, and that's
24
how-
just
different
grunt.
tweets, essentially.
totally different tweets. Yeah, yeah.
More tweets than you've tweeted. And they
sure.
love to play as well.
They do. They're very, very playful, and they make excellent pets. What you have to do is have areas where you've dry dust and dry clay so that they can scoosh around in it, clean off their feathers.
Can we touch them?
You can.
Do you mind?
Just put
we
your
just turn them
hand.
around because you're showing your bottom, not your beautiful
Yeah,
face
we
No.
to
can see
camera.
your bum bum.
No, look at that. Oh, they're so light and
Can you
bony.
give us a few tips for
Only
picking them up?
5
So I
days
presume the
old.
kids and families
like
come to
bony when
visit
it's
Wallaby
5
Woods.
days old.
They want to get
Yeah.
their hands on and have a little...
Yes, and we help them. So when you're picking them up, you place your hand over the wing very gently and then scoop underneath the bottom.
Look. Oh,
And then you can literally just
Laura, why?
like
how
that.
do you clean them?
They clean themselves. They use dust to clean the feathers and keep
do.
any parasites or mites off them.
Yeah.
And if you do want to keep chicks, you have to make sure that their environment is really, really clean because they're low maintenance.
I love the way that they've encapsulated our spirits. Laura keeps jumping away. Simon's tucking into the grub. And Tommy's happy sitting in someone's hands.
And they lay white eggs as well.
They do. They lay white
When will
eggs.
they start laying eggs?
Not until they're adults. So
Okay.
at the moment, they're only babies. So
When do they reach adulthood?
3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
3 months.
10 to 15 years is the lifespan.
Yeah.
So they can become really real family pets.
They can be family pets. You can train them to come in at night. You literally rattle, you know, like say a metal container with the seed in it, and then they will
Trying to
come
get back to
in.
the food,
If you
Laura,
do
look.
keep them as pets, it is very advisable to have a house where you can lock them up at night, because obviously predators like foxes
Yeah,
would be happy.
Is that, can you buy a chicken house?
You can buy a chicken house, or you can build one out of wood yourself and use a good chicken wire on it. And once it's well ventilated and clean, they're really, really low maintenance.
And tell us about Wallaby Woods. It sounds like an idyllic sort of Enid Blyton kind of place. Tell us what happens down there.
What happens down there, we have
Is it a
over
working
60
farm, or is it-
No, it's not a working farm. We're a mini zoo.
Okay.
So we have over 60 species of animals.
Oh, really?
And everything from albino wallabies, black swans, emus, selection of tarantulas,
Oh.
beautiful
Interesting.
snakes. Very
We
interesting.
were going till you mentioned the tarantulas. You have to be very mindful then, obviously, when you have any babies hatching, babies being
Tarantulas
born,
would
to
love
keep an
these,
eye
I'd say, would they?
to keep an eye on their safety, of course.
Yes, and they're all kept separately. They all have their own
Yeah.
individual housing.
Look at them jumping; they are so adorable. And tell me, what's their vision like? Is it good?
Yes, they have the same vision as ourselves. They have full colour vision.
Really?
Yeah. And once they hatch, they have full colour vision and they're self-sufficient. This is a chick crumb that they're fed when they're really small.
Okay.
And that contains all the nutrients and vitamins, everything that they need.
So how long will they stay on that then?
They'll stay on that probably until about 12 weeks, and then they'll go on to a bigger poultry mix.
Right.
And Gráinne, you mentioned that they'd make a great pet. How do they get on with other domesticated animals, though?
Well, you would need to keep them away from your cats and your dogs unless they're
That's
trained.
not going to end well.
If they're trained, though.
If they're trained, yeah, they won't go after them, so they won't.
A lot of people are getting chickens, domesticating chickens for eggs and for pets now is kind of a popular thing to do, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And as I said earlier, they really are low maintenance and they're very easy.
That's definitely Laura.
Yeah. Troublemaker.
They're very easy to
Yeah.
look after, so they are.
They're
And
very low maintenance,
they're
aren't they?
very low maintenance and low cost to feed them.
To keep them, yeah.
And you get the eggs. So
And
they're
you
earning
get
their
the
keep
eggs.
essentially, aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah.
And how many eggs would an average chicken produce?
That's a hard question.
That is a tough question.
Yeah, you might get 2 or 3 a day. It depends
all
on
right.
how
Happy days.
happy they are in the environment and how.
If you see them
An
as
omelette a day, basically.
An omelette a day.
if you see them as a pet, this might sound like a mad question, but do they have little personalities? Can you?
Oh, absolutely. They all have nearly individual personalities and little quirks, and they
Really?
will follow you around, and they will be quite eager to get your attention.
So we figured out
like
which
having
one's
another
which.
child.
That's Laura.
That's
So you've got
definitely
Laura.
Laura. This is definitely Simon.
Yeah, Simon's there. He's happy away, chucking his
Tucking
little
in.
arm
Look,
up.
Cupcakes coming up, Simon.
Tommy's
Tommy,
There's some
Tommy's
room.
not doing anything. Very nice of you.
Tommy's just happy chilling out.
Grania, pleasure having
Bring
you
your
and
stuff,
these
Grania.
beautiful
Thanks for
little
bringing them
chicks
in.
in
Thank
this
you very
morning.
much.
They're
Thanks, Laura.
gorgeous.
Still to come, we have those Easter cupcakes in the kitchen and more yellow styles
you.
in the catwalk. The chicks are already rocking the yellow.
Yeah,
We're
Laura.
going to be chatting to
Don't lose
best-selling
yourself.
author Ruth Fitzmaurice about overcoming adversity as her late husband's movie My Name is Emily premieres tonight.
And we'll look ahead to the best of the box this week.